Hi students, let's talk about a basic resistive circuit now that we've introduced current and voltage and resistance. So suppose we had a battery. You guys know that the positive nub here, this nub up here indicates the positive side and the flat end is the negative side. So suppose we had a resistor and we just connected one end to the positive side and one end to the negative side of our battery. Now, the picture of that, of a basic resistive circuit, would be a battery with a resistor. So it looks kind of like an ant with these bands on them. We'll talk more about those bands later, where this is the positive side and this is the negative side. And this is my wire. Now, some key important things here is that in order to have current to flow, we need to have what's called a closed or a complete circuit. Okay? In order for current to flow from the battery, we need a closed or complete circuit. That means that there are no breaks in this wire, there's no holes, there's no openings anywhere. It has to be closed. Anytime you have an open circuit somewhere, all the current flow in the entire circuit's going to stop, assuming there's one loop like this. The other thing, and this is kind of a convention, by convention, current is going to originate at the positive terminal of this voltage source and flow towards the negative terminal. So by convention, I'll say current flows from positive to negative. Okay, so we need a closed or complete circuit in order for current to flow anywhere, and current is generally going to flow from the positive terminal of a voltage source to the negative terminal. Now, in practical real life, this is what it looked like if we actually had a battery. Now, the schematic diagram of this basic resistive circuit is we're going to replace these real-world items with their schematic symbol. Now, the schematic symbol for a voltage source like a battery that is supplying direct current, it looks like this. There's these horizontal lines like this. There's a longer one on top and there's a shorter one on the bottom, and that's going to indicate the positive side and that's going to be the negative side. And in schematics, we usually have nice straight lines and angular corners like this. And I'm going to replace what the resistor looks like in real life with the symbol for a resistor. Okay, so this is a schematic of our basic resistive circuit. My AA battery that I have here, I walked to 7-Eleven and got this. This is going to supply a maximum of 1.5 volts. The resistor that I have, let's just say that it's a 100 ohm resistor, something like this. The current, as we said, is going to originate from the positive terminal and come around in this direction to complete the circuit. So current's going to generally, by convention, flow in this direction. It's going to originate from the positive terminal of the voltage source, come around, go through the 100 ohm resistor, and then come back to the negative side of the voltage source. Okay, so we always are going to have this like completed loop for our circuit.